What's going on? It's your boy Kennard back at it again with another word on the street. This week we're going to be talking about narrative paradigms. So Walter Fisher's narrative paradigm discusses how theory is rooted within human experience that touches on disclosure and advocacy. So us as humans, we're homo neurons, which means we're storytelling animals, and storytelling is the most basic and universal of human activities. Storytelling persuades us more than debate. So what does it take to have a good story? So for stories you have rationality. So with narrative rationality you have narrative coherence, which means does the story make sense structurally and are the characters reliable? And then you have narrative fidelity. There are five dimensions of narrative fidelity, which are facts, relevance, consequences, consistency, and transcendence. So um my story is going to be based off time management. So we don't actually do well with time management. We don't care. We actually think that we can make a 30-minute trip 15 minutes. A lot of people are last minute. Procrastination is a lot of our best friends. So my story is about having an 8 a.m. I have an 8 a.m., which is this class, and I don't go like that. I'm either late. A lot of times I don't focus. I have trouble getting up to get to the 8 a.m. and being on time. With that being said, the consequences that I face a lot of times is me missing notes, me struggling with like assignments, like me struggling on exams, not knowing how to do certain things and like how to study for certain things because I'm not going to class like that and I'm not going on time and I don't, you know, take good notes or I don't ask my professor or my classmates. So how am I going to apply that story to the five facts? Well, the five dimensions of fidelity. Boom, the fact. The fact is that I have 8 a.m. class. I struggle with time management, how to get there, and how to do well with it. Is the story appropriate? It's appropriate to any college student that has experience like having an early class, being late, not being able to take notes, struggling how to study, the consequences that I can face. Me not going to class can mean I lose attendance points. I lose participation points. I don't know what we're talking about the next class. I'm missing out on learning. There could be me missing out on in-class assignments. So what's the consistency? The consistency between the story and the storytelling, the context. My story flows well because it talks about time management and I'm struggling with time management. So the transcendence, how can I apply this to in other contexts? The nearest context that I would try to apply this to, well, time management in general is working. If you have to be at a job at a certain time, you should always plan ahead, like check for traffic, check the weather. Don't ever try to leave. If your commute's 30 minutes, don't try to leave 15 minutes early because you think you can make that 15-minute drive. You don't want to be late to work because there are consequences that you could suffer, such as being written up, being let go, and the that's how relevant is that. Like it's relevant to anyone who's in the working field or anyone who's trying to get into the working field. And that's my word on the street for this week. Catch you guys next time.